What is going on, guys? Wiser here, bringing the recap of the last war for Invicta. It was a random matchup versus Crystal Warrior. Very, very tough matchup. You know, Crystal Warrior definitely has our number. You know, they queen charge the crap out of everything and pays off. 193 victory for Crystal Warrior. We're just going to jump right into some sweet replays here and call it a day. So check out Jacob going in on DFS, Death from Smiley, another ex-Invicta member. RIP DFS. Jacob comes in here with a nice little queen walk. He's going to just kind of walk this compartment, draw the heroes out, gets that rage down nice and early. I think I just did a recap where I was saying how I failed an attack last night because I didn't rage early like I had told myself 100 times I was going to. And yeah, bad things happen when that happens. So any second, this queen's going to step up and lock in. Healers are still under the rage, so that's okay, but might have to burn the ability here when the queen locks on. Hard to say. Does he? No, he doesn't. He's good. He's good. Down goes the defensive queen. Queen's going to make her way along and just continue along with this kind of 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock location. Everything's good. So he sends in his entry at the bottom, just a cold-blooded golem, right? Easy funnel to create, right? None of those defenses really, just try to stay away from that mortar. Perfect kind of placement on that golem. Walks right up to that wall, creates that funnel easily, opens things up. He's going to send in 5 Valks and his king in behind here. Really gets a good value out of these large compartments. Just needs the one jump. I think he jumps right here because that's a jumpable spot. Am I wrong, right? Maybe. Poison goes down, help take care of the witches and all that crap in the CC. Burns it down very, very, very quickly. Jump is going to go down any second. A little late on this jump. King standing on that wall. Jump, jump. Jump, there it is. A little off on the jump placement too. Sorry, Jacob. Didn't watch that close. You should have just connected it all. But it's all good, right? Kings just take care of those skellies. The golem walks in. I guess you didn't even really need that jump because the golem jumped in for a second and your king jumped in for a second. But could have done without the jump. We'll call it a swag jump for now. But the golemite triggers the DGB. That was the important thing. Even though that defense on the left was taken down. Right, he's got 14 hogs only, so he was going to have to send him in on these 2 compartments. Eventually, they were going to go there, so that was absolutely key that golemite triggered that DGB. Expo goes down. Queen is still looking fine, and Dandy's got 2 heals for these hogs. 60% of the base is dead, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Only really 9 defenses other than, well, I guess 10 defenses other than what the queen's going to get down here. Here comes the hog parade. A handful on each of these defenses, going to just feed them all down into this section, drop a heal for them. He does have 2 heals, probably doesn't even need both. But the first one is away. Second one is away. That bomb kind of caught him off guard a little bit. He does lose some hogs there, but doesn't really matter. He's got enough kind of coming in for that back end. Going to move their way through this sweeper onto that Tesla. Queen is going to step up and give him a hand. It's cleanup. Nice job, Jacob. That is tree stars in the bag. Beautiful. What else? 12. A lot of very diverse attacks here. I've been doing a lot of recaps where like every recap is either some sort of just queen charge with hogs or Govaho. Or queen charge with Govaho. So nice to see some different style attacks. Chad Fowler, love saying your name. 3 lightnings and an earthquake. Takes 2 air defenses. Very, very good read on that. Don Vragas, very, very poor placement of your air defenses are way too close together. So 2 air defenses are down. Chad is just going to go in suicide hero style. Drops the king in there, knocks down that queen. Queen's going to step up there and help out for a second, but their job is essentially done because he's got 4 lava hounds, 24 balloons to deal with. 2 air defense. But the clan castle is not pulled. I don't know if he knows what is in the clan castle. I would assume he does because he probably wouldn't be sending this in if it was a bunch of wizards or something. I'm assuming it's a lava hound. Must be because that hound's in range now and nothing is coming out. So it must be a lava hound in there. So 3 hounds in on that first air defense, right? He's got a ton of balloons, 24 balloons. The suicide hero really, really, really paid off. I like his attack. It's a very Town Hall 10-esque attack. So attacks you got to kind of learn to to plan if you want to be tripling some of these stronger Town Hall 10s, because if you can get, God, look at that outside the wall Tesla farm there, boom, 4 balloons, boom, the entire Tesla farm is dead in one shot basically. Everything's moving in, but like I was saying, you got to learn to really use these suicide heroes or a very, very, very small kill squad. Troops-based kill squad, we'll just say, if you want to be tripling Town Hall 10s. We're going to be doing content coming up fairly soon. The whole clan's sort of transitioning into that phase. Caddick's been working hard at learning the Town Hall 10 base building. So, you know, hopefully on the horizon, very soon, is a bunch of Town Hall 10 content. I should be fast forwarding this, sorry guys. But just wrecked this base Chad Falla with a suicide hero quad Lalo at Town Hall 9. I loved it. Yep, 13, one more down. I'm about a Hin Raka. I love this guy. Hin's just one of those very positive, supportive, awesome clanmates that does his best to help plan, always offers feedback on base building, on plan. Like, he's just always around helping guys out, and I love that about you, Hin. Just awesome. Keep it up, buddy. So he goes ahead, sends in a standard Shattered Lalo here. He must be know I'm watching, because Hin Rocket loves using the Lalos. He was telling me a little while back, I think I mentioned this in another recap, you know, he always uses air. Actually, it's quite the opposite. Hin never uses air, so whenever I see a Shattered Lalo from Hin, I love to show it because I know it's kind of out of his comfort zone, we'll call it. But everything's moving in, right? Defensive Queen going down. Has not got that second air defense. He's kind of lucky his Archer Queen didn't take a hike down to this Archer Tower and then would have missed this air defense. But as you'll see, once she finally blasts her way through this frickin' storage, she steps down here. I think she eventually gets it. Or does she get this one? Maybe she gets this one in the Queen Chamber. Yeah, she totally does. And rages it up. Down goes that second air D. He almost would have got... Oh, sorry, it's that first air D. He didn't get the first one. I know for sure he wanted to get this air defense. But does not, unfortunately. But sometimes it doesn't matter, right? Watch this deployment. Two loons down that arch tower. Hound across the way. Pulling all those black mines and the red mines. Nice job. Rage goes down. Going to push all these balloons in. Black mine on the balloon, so that's kind of good. Going to allow that Hound a little bit extra time since there's that extra air defense up than he had planned for. Sweeper's giving him a little bit of trouble, so he gets that other Rage down, pushes that Hound over, drops the last Hound on that last air defense there. A few more balloons right in behind. Haste in there to push everything right on top of the air defense. Again, Sweeper's giving him trouble, but under those haste is not a big deal. Boom. Mortar's got to go down. Air defense is going down. Just really needs a Tesla Sweeper and air defense to go down, and he's got this. Bam, under the Rage. See you later. 2 more shots. Down goes the air defense, and it's cleanup time. I like the back end on that arch tower, too. Loses one to a black mine there. No big deal. He's got pups all over the base doing cleanup. A couple minions on the top doing cleanup. Balloons working their way around, and that is going to be a tree star for him using air. Tree stars in the bag. Nice job, my friend. Let's go down a little bit here. 25. Montzar. I thought this was a very interesting base concept. I'm still kind of unsure about the viability of these open alleyway bases. I don't know. I just think they kind of are more of a detriment than they are a benefit. You allow so much to happen with this, and I understand the concept that you're really trying to just separate your queen chamber, but what is the difference if you just put a wall there? Like, what's the difference? Just put a wall, close it off. Your queen chamber is still secluded by itself. You can't just walk a queen or walk box in and around this. I don't know. It's not for me. It's not for me. So this queen walk by Montzar is going really nice. What I like here is straight up queen walk with a bunch of golems and a cold-blooded go-ho. So good value so far in the walk. Gonna work her way all the way around. Bam, 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 bam. And once she gets down into this area, he does have to rage it up. Eventually gets in here. The golem goes for a hike way over to that mortar. That was completely unplanned. I don't understand that. That was so far away. It wasn't even funny. Wall needed to be open first, I guess, but you obviously want to drop your golem first to drop the wall breakers. So I don't know. Very strange. Dragon's going for a bit of a run. Ends up locking on the king, so that kind of sucks. But the queen's going to step up here and finish it off in one moment. Looking good. So here come the hogs. Bunch of hogs coming in from that 9 o'clock spot. Heal goes down. Second heal goes down. Right over that bomb. Good job with that. I think there's one more bomb coming up in this chamber, but he has that third heal, which is just fantastic. Yep, there goes the bomb. Everything's under the heal, so everything's A-OK. Sweeper goes down, and it's clean up time. Oh, sorry, that whiz tower. Very sexy attack monster. I love the walk, kind of walk down into that open alleyway, and then your queen doesn't ever get stalled on walls. She just continues working her way through that alleyway. Now, if there was a wall there, she would have went back into the outside and would have got way less value out of that little alleyway. I don't see it. I don't get it, but it is what it is. So, one more here. Dirk Badoo. Love Dirk. Well, he's almost maxing his heroes. The king's getting up there. So Dirk brings standard stoned Goho here with earthquakes. I thought this was really cool. Still brings the 2 heals for his hogs. Does not need the poison. I'm assuming he knows what's in the CC. So wall breaker is in. Test is good. He sends in 3 more. Opens things up. He's going to go ahead and drop the 3rd golem with his heroes here. All the golems are going to route in. Oh, it's a P.E.K.K.A. coming out of the CC. That's right. So you don't even need poison, right? He brings that extra golem because he knows the P.E.K.K.A. is going to get a few whacks off on the 1 golem, and it's no big deal because he's got that extra one in there. But king goes in. Queen's in there smoking her. Defensive queen is now down. That P.E.K.K.A. is now down, and everything's just going to continue working in. That earthquake opened things up to just allow him to get a little further up. I don't know if I would have opted for earthquakes. I guess you kind of had to because you were using the extra spell slots because you recognized you didn't need a poison. So yeah, never mind what I just said. That's why I ended up bringing it. But I mean, you still could have brought poisons in the jump. I think it would have still given you the same result down there. Maybe not. That king's standing there for quite a while. But the golem's still in it, right? That golem is now just bursting. So you got great value out of his heroes, right? They're just king is still doing work down there. Starts smacking his way through the sweepers and Teslas. Hogs are now coming in from the 1 o'clock spot. Queen takes the perfect kind of hike up and around to start the cleanup process on that side of the loop. Just got to drop a couple wizards over here on this side of the loop once that cannon gets taken care of. Hogs are all in though. Heals are down, taking care of everything. Got that one last heal. Thing's going to drop over this Tesla location. Yeah, there it goes. Probably could have shifted that over right on top of the Tesla, but no big deal. You can't critique a 3-star. Tesla's down, mortar's down. There's a sweeper air defense at 2 cannons remaining and about a dozen hogs. That bomb does pose some problems, but not quite enough to take down this hog army with those 2 Town Hall 8 cannons there. Bam, bam, bam. Down goes one, and down goes the other one. It is cleanup time. Sexy attack, Dirt. Whoa. And the spring trap on to boot. The spring trap to boot. Doot, doot, and boot it. That's right. That was for you Americans. I know you love hearing me say that. All right, so tough war, like I said. We definitely struggled on some of the 9s. Like we barely ever leave a 9 on the board. So that right there is pretty sad. And yeah, we had a lot of Town Hall 10s to take care of. Could not manage to bag a Town Hall 10 3-star. Is what it is. So it's too bad, but we pick up and we move on and we continue to strengthen ourselves in practice and transition to Town Hall 10 and the 3-star game of Town Hall 10. So, Invicta, keep your heads up, guys. Y'all did fantastic. Just need to work out some of those kinks, right? That's a tough one. Look at that jerk face. If I had just saved... Oh, man. I was just going for 2, right? And I dropped my dragons, and I dropped all of them not by accident, but in hindsight, I should have just kept 2 and waited till the funnel got fully created and then dropped 2 more. I would have got the Town Hall, but wow, that sucks. Town Hall 10 is a whole new beast for me. Definitely learning a lot, though, from these guys about the difference in the 2-star and 3-star strategies and whatnot. Anyhow, I'm going to call it a day here. That'll do it for your Wisdom from Wiser. Just trying to help you bag that next 3-star. Until then, I'm out.